Bijan Robinson was one of the best college running backs we have seen in a long time at the University of Texas, where he absolutely dominated. He was selected 8th overall in the 2023 NFL Draft by the Atlanta Falcons, and he is now poised to take over the NFL. The Falcons are a team that absolutely want to run the football. In 2022, under Arthur Smith, they had the most rushing attempts in the NFL. They also were top 5 in both yards per carry as well as rushing yards, and they absolutely made that a true identity of their offense. Arthur Smith has shown this willingness to run the ball not only in Atlanta through his first few seasons there, but also back as the offensive coordinator in Tennessee. When he had Derrick Henry as his lead running back, Henry led the NFL in rushing yards, had over 2,000 yards in 2020, and was incredibly productive. Most of their rushing stats were at the very, very top of the NFL. And they were a team that just had their identity built around a dominant running back and really getting the most out of that player. When it comes to scheming up quality run plays, really showing a commitment to running the ball, especially on early downs, and really feeding a workhouse bell cow back, Arthur Smith is probably the first guy that should come to mind when it comes to the ability to really get the most out of that running game. The Falcons have also invested in their offensive line, and a lot of these guys are very, very good run blockers. They re-signed Chris Lindstrom. They brought Caleb McGarry back as well, who hit free agency. You go ahead and drafted Matthew Bergeron out of Syracuse. He played tackle in college, but is going to kick inside at guard. He was a very good run stopper, and I think he's going to be a good player at that guard position. You already have Jake Matthews as well. So this offensive line is very complete. They're a truly big physical unit that is going to be very good moving forward and really getting after players in the running game. And I think that's exactly what Arthur Smith is very excited about as well. Not only do they have their running back of the future now, but they also have the offensive line that can really take advantage of it, and the schemes with Arthur Smith in charge to really get the most out of Bijan Robinson's talents. They do currently have Tyler Algier on the roster. He did have over 1,000 yards, but I do think that he's going to be somebody that you can come in and have him run 21 personnel with Bijan Robinson in it due to Bijan's ability in the passing game. Algier is also somebody that can help spell Robinson when he does need a rest and keep him fresh for when he is going to be the most effective. And so I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing for Bijan to have Tyler Algier on the team with him, who's a very productive back. I think Robinson's going to take more of the Cordarrelle Patterson role. Algier will certainly still have a role, but Bijan Robinson is going to be the lead back on this team. The point of all of this is Arthur Smith absolutely wants to run the football. That's his DNA, that's his bread and butter, and now he has the offensive line, the running back, the scheme, everything to do it effectively. Looking at Bijan Robinson, it really is hard to find a flaw in his game. He was the number 2 overall prospect just based on pure talent on my board for the 2023 NFL Draft, behind only Jalen Carter. When you factor in the character concerns, I think there's a real argument that Bijan Robinson is the most talented, the safest player in the entire draft. I mean, there's really nothing about him that is super problematic. He maybe doesn't have game-breaking speed, but the power, the contact balance, the willingness in the pass game, not only as a receiver, but also as a blocker, his ability to read the holes very effectively with elite level vision, and just his one-cut ability to put his foot in the ground and absolutely burst upfield is unparalleled. He also had the highest broken tackle rate of any running back in college football last year, and he's just pretty much impossible to bring down on a consistent basis. He's just so big, powerful, fast, incredibly gifted, and he has all of the traits that you really want to look for in a running back. That's why he was a top 10 pick in a position that has become increasingly devalued. Arthur Smith just couldn't pass him up. His film at Texas is just mind-boggling with how insanely good he is. He just can win in so many different ways, and I think that's going to be a huge factor at the next level as well. I think Bijan Robinson is certainly the favorite to win Offensive Rookie of the Year, just based on his situation and his pure talent. Quarterbacks often do get that award, so it wouldn't surprise me if it ends up being Bryce Young or CJ Stroud, but I think Bijan Robinson has to be the favorite because of his ability to come in from day one, be the absolute focal part of an offense. I don't think the Falcons are really going to hold back from letting him just absolutely get after it. Bijan Robinson has been working on his route running with Jamar Chase this offseason. He's been absolutely looking like he is going to be a freak at the next level, and he can win in all phases of the game, both in the passing game, blocking, And obviously, as a true runner, I think Arthur Smith has big, big plans for him, and he's going to be an immediate impact in the NFL and truly take over. Let me know what you think down below. How is Bijan Robinson going to do this season? If you like this kind of content, please hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps push this video out to other NFL fans just like yourself. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Catch you in the next video.